we are back. Let's try it again because you were making noise. Hey guys, we're back. It is Amy with Miss Nyia, and our topic today, first of all, we are in comfy, cozy clothes because it's finally feeling like fall in Charleston, North Carolina.
North Carolina, South Carolina.
Boo, I was raised in North Carolina, so I get the Carolinas mixed up. It's a Carolina. No, actually, shout out, I love South Carolina a lot more. Anyway, South Carolina.
Okay,
so our theme for today... Oh, there's my Bible. Magic. Our theme for today, or our topic that we're just going to rant about, is mental health for you. Like, what's happening? Is it getting worse? Are more people getting help? Are more people being shamed for it? Like, all the questions. So, I'm going to start off with you, my love. What is a big question you have about mental health?
I'm not sure.
Bruh. It was your idea.
I know.
Just name something you want to dig into for mental health.
Depression.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I don't have it, but like.
Oh, you're not even gonna own up to it if you did you?
Huh?
I'm kidding.
I don't.
I'm kidding. Well, I think the first problem is people, and this is not against you, but it made me think of it. People, we talk like we want to talk about depression or anxiety.
Oh, I have anxiety.
Yeah, me too. Like crippling anxiety. So, first thing, let's start with depression. And so depression, in the most simplest form, is when we feel low. It is a chemical imbalance in the brain. Mm-hmm. So when people don't want to talk about it, it's like, would you not talk about and or see a doctor if you had a broken thumb? Like, that's what it is. It's nothing you can control. It's your makeup. And it doesn't mean that you have less intelligence. A lot of people are finding that those with depression and or anxiety actually have very high IQs because their brain is constantly trying to rationalize their circumstances. So depression is a very real thing. I personally have struggled with it, but I also know that believe this or not, since 2008, and I've read books about this, and I can cite them later, depression has, like, skyrocketed for teenagers and young adults starting in 2008. Now, I'm going to ask you, what do you think what's your guess about, like, what happened in 2008 that could have, like, skyrocketed anxiety, depression, suicide ideation?
Social media.
Oh my God, you're on. Hold on. We got a button for that.
That was right?
Yeah, that was so right. Hold on, I gotta turn on my volume for effects though, because we didn't hear it that well. Good job. Or even better, we'll just do this. Good job. Stop giving them the eye. Okay. So yeah, social media. Now, my biggest thing about social media is I am not here to tell people, especially youth, that you just need to stop social media. Because here's the thing. It's not going anywhere.
It honestly entertains me when I'm bored.
Yeah. But it's not going anywhere. And I'm so tired of hearing people shaming your generation. Like, oh, social media has ruined you.
Like, yeah, it's boring, but it cures boringness.
Well, yeah. Well, and also, like, what they're saying, there are legitimate statements on either side.
Yeah.
Yes. It is increasing depression, anxiety, and suicide ideation.
Because this isn't the topic, but you can get bullied so easily on social media.
Totally.
And it makes you depressed.
100%. But it's also in secret. Like, your parents don't see it happening.
Like, I'm not going to name, like, people, but there's been, like, 3 people that, like, yeah.
Oh, so...
They're all young girls.
Younger than you? And they're bullying you?
No. They're getting bullied at school.
I believe it.
And then they're...
People make up... They create pages to hate someone. Like, it's just... It's out there. So, back to the original point of, yes, there's tons of research that shows how harming social media can be. I think where my generation gets it wrong, for you guys, is that we're shaming you. is that we're like, you need to get off social media because it's killing your brain cells. And like, you have absolutely no social ability.
But you have it.
Right. True. Oh my God, that's such a good point. Yeah. But then people have it. That's in
And
my
they post their
generation.
whole life on Facebook, and that's all they do is scroll.
Legit. Thank you for calling that out. That is so true. I can't tell you how many times I used to go to a church, and anytime they made an announcement, it was only via Facebook, and I didn't check it. So when I got to church, I was like, wait a minute. Like, how am I? You just going to assume that everybody has Facebook? So we know what event is coming up? It just made me very booty hurt. Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I don't think. Wait, hello. Okay.
You're in. You just got to talk louder.
Okay.
Much better. I'll talk softer, but you got to talk louder.
Okay.
Okay. So first things first, social media, in my opinion, is not going to go anywhere. So it is a waste of time, and it's very hurtful for adults to come to your generation and say, you're ruined. You need to stop social media, because it's not going to happen, right? Like, I think back to when the TV came out. Everyone thought the TV was from the devil.
Oh.
It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So trying to pretend like we're going to eradicate social media from your lives is silly. What I think we should do, instead of shaming you, is support you.
Uh-huh.
To be like, hey, of course, there are good and bad things to everything. What I see as beneficial is your generation. You are, first of all, you can see things from around the world. We never could. I legit had to open an encyclopedia to find stuff. But also, you have a voice.
Yeah.
And that voice can be heard.
Yeah.
And that is something we didn't have. And so, that's the first thing. But anyways, we talked about that. Depression, I'll finalize with this, is a lot of people who have depression also have anxiety. Sometimes people used to think you can only have one or the other. That is a very false statement. You can definitely have both. Depression typically looks in your past. If you think about it, right? Someone bullied me, even if your past was 30 seconds ago. Someone just bullied me. Like, I'm stuck in that moment of what they're making me feel. Mm-hmm. Anxiety is fear of the future, things that you have no control over.
Yeah.
So then you and I who struggle with anxiety are constantly like thinking even of like worst case scenarios.
Yeah.
That's just what our brain does.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Even when you're sleeping.
Yep, and that's probably what keeps you from sleeping too.
Yeah, because somebody like gonna come to my house and shoot me or something.
Oh my gosh. But then, I mean, to your point though, no, you're so right. I'm so glad you said that, because like I didn't have those fears growing up, but it's because I probably didn't see as much as I didn't have access to all these. It's my clock. It's not the ice cream man. I got a clock in here. Sounds like ice cream. But anyway, now I've ADHD. So waiting for my medication to get in.
Okay, well, I got excited.
I know. I've gotten used to it. But anyway, rebirth. So, the Bible is very specific about do not worry about the future, right? There are multiple verses. I'm going to give you a big mind blow. I hope it's a mind blow for you. Do you know, guess how many times the phrase, do not be afraid, or fear not, collectively, how many times do you think that shows up in the whole Bible?
A lot.
Yeah, but I'm going to blow your mind with this. 365 times on the dot.
I was about to say like a trillion.
Yes, so 365 times is how many days are in the year?
See, 365.
Exactly. So literally the Bible, as genius as it is, because it's the Word of God, is saying, do not be afraid every single day. And I feel like because our Lord and Savior Jesus knows that we quickly will look at the circumstances around us. People say that this world is an Armageddon, but the thing is, if we're truly honest with history, when they wrote the Bible, things were probably worse back then. And I'm telling you this because of war, plague, famine. even World War II. Don't you think everybody in World War II living that time was probably like, this is the end of the world?
Just like World War III.
Exactly. What World War III? Ain't no World War III.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you got good history. I was like, oh, Lord, what did you get in history? Yeah, you're right. And people are foretelling that.
Like a 60.
I know.
That's, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's all right. It's all right, because mine is like, history's my thing. So, talked about depression, and a little bit of anxiety, so let's skirt into that. Do you mind sharing certain, like, what you struggle with anxiety? Like, what does that look like on a daily basis for you?
Going in places, making friends. Like, I have friends, but making friends is just hard.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a social butterfly, but it's hard making friends.
That's honest.
When I first started driving, but it's kind of easy, as you know, yell at people. It's okay now.
Question about driving.
Oh, I didn't want to drive because I thought I'd, like, kill myself.
Yeah.
And I didn't like how people drove around me, but, you know, it's
That's
fine.
my question. Your generation does not get their license. Like,
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Is it because most people have, like, seen things online, like how
Yeah.
cars kill, and
Yeah.
so that's why.
I only didn't get mine for certain reasons,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
That's crazy. But, like, nobody's getting their license, where my generation, I was, like, banging down the door to get my permit. Like, if you were crazy if you didn't want to have your permit. So, interesting fact. Okay. And like you said, like, even being in your own home can be scary, because you've seen all these stories of people coming and shooting you up.
Also, most neighborhoods, even though, like, they're nice, like, rifle range right outside the nice neighborhoods, there is a shooting because of drugs.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
Like, you're not safe. Like, my friend's house, I'm safe there, but people rob their car. Well, that's normal.
Well, you got broken. Your car they took your Cheetos.
No, I didn't have food.
But you had something, they took it, because I remember you said they
I
took
got
your
a whole
Doritos.
No, they left chips in my car.
Oh.
But they took makeup.
A charger, right?
No, a Vera Bradley makeup bag with my makeup in it.
Ugh.
A Lululemon bag. It had all of my stuff in it. I had just gotten back from a trip.
Yeah.
So my uncle that I haven't seen in like a year bought me a shirt. And they took that, my shorts, TMI, but a brand new bra I had just got for that trip.
No, those are expensive.
Because I outgrew most of my, like, normal ones.
Yeah.
And I was going out that night with friends, and, like, I forgot to lock my car. And then...
But it's how close is it parked that night to your house?
Right by her window.
Like, that's scary.
Right by her window.
Whose window?
My friend's.
Oh, okay. That's scary.
And they went in my center console, took my tampons.
Yeah.
Like an emergency bag. Oh. Tampons, a bulb for my brake light that I had just replaced.
Okay.
Some lollipops, but
very random.
I don't have like an Apple Play.
Yeah.
So I have a speaker, and this was in the car. They left my Stanley and my speaker, but took everything else. And they
got some weird taste issues going around.
They were in my back seat, like messing around.
That's right. They had like a party.
They left some music. A music farm's like a festival thing they have here, and they left a music farm sticker and some tickets and some onion funyun wavy chips.
That's what it was.
We can insert a picture. I'll send it to you. Some Funyuns.
Everybody who does not know what Funyuns are, but we will put a picture.
We will put a picture.
I love some Funyuns. So that's scary.
Like those type of things.
And it kind of makes me think they must have been on drugs.
Like,
why are you going to take a brake light?
I had to clean my whole car.
Yeah, you sent me pictures. I was like, that is messed up.
But
they legit had a party in the backseat.
Even though I live in the woods, like, I have guns. I'm not going to shoot anybody. But if I need to,
yeah,
I will.
I have guns. I believe in
my dad says that.
Yourself.
He taught me how to use them because, like, you never know who's gonna, like, you're not just gonna shoot them right away. But if you need to, before the cops come, go for it.
Yeah. No, apparently.
Would you get in trouble for that?
What?
If someone broke into your house and they were, like, trying to threaten you?
So it's different for different states. That's why I recommend if people have guns, they do a conceal and carry permit class. I cannot specifically quote because we're going to a conceal and carry, but I got my conceal and carry when I lived in North Carolina. And essentially, if someone is on your property, in other words, in your house, means it can get as weird as like they have to have both feet inside the door. Then you have every right to protect yourself with your gun.
Yeah, because well, I'm not going to say that, but our house is open right now.
Yeah, we got guns everywhere.
Doorknobs.
Yeah, but like there have been lawsuits of like somebody had a foot inside the house, a robber, and he literally had a foot on the front porch. Like he's straddling the door opening, and then someone, because he's coming at them, and so someone fired a weapon to protect their family, but they got charged for murder because he had 1 foot outside their property. Yeah, that's why I tell people, if you're going to, like, protect yourself, here's a good thing that is...
Get a bat. I have 3 bats next to my bed.
Well, this is also good. This is actually what a sheriff told me. He said mace. That is pepper spray.
Oh, yeah. I don't have none of that.
I
need to get some, but I'm tired of it.
For women, that is... Well, not even just for women, but men... But there are no rules against, like, right? Like, you don't have to think, can I shoot, can I not? It's not going to kill somebody, because then you also have to think about, even if I was protecting my family from an intruder, even if you killed somebody, that is going to psychologically jack you up. But pepper spray or mace or whatever anybody wants to call it, if someone's coming at you, like if you're at the gas station pumping your gas, like hold that sucker in your hand. And what they tell me is you do a figure 8, and that'll be enough. And you don't have to be close to them. You can spray that bad boy, and it'll at least put them out of charge for you to get away. Anyway, that's a digression. So, yeah. Anxiety has tormented me most of my life. I even did have suicide ideation when I was a teen. Praise the Lord, it never turned into something. But the core of my thoughts in those moments was, I am ruining everyone's life around me. Like, yeah. It would just be better if I was out of their lives and dead. Mm-hmm. Like, God, and I remember praying even when I was a teenager. Like, I see it very vividly. I was like in the closet floor. And I was like, God, just please, like, I'm so done with ruining my parents' life. Like, and I don't know how to get better. Please just take my life right now. I say that just to open up the floodgates for people who might want to comment about it, that you're not alone. Like, these thoughts are real. And some people think that, suicide is selfish, and I'm not going to get into that. What I look at is, if someone is feeling suicidal, we got to go ahead and quickly address what makes you think that you're not important enough to live.
For sure. It's
not so much what's wanting you to die, what's making you want to die, if it's a bullying thing, right? But then we look at that and we flip it and say, okay, this bullying
The majority of it's bullying because they're all pretty and they're just jealous that they're prettier than them.
Yeah. That, and but then who's to say who's pretty? Like, that's a whole nother subject. Like, I'm so mad when people are like, this is what pretty is. Boo, you didn't define pretty.
Yeah.
Like, people, and like...
Stunning, fake blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it. Ruined my hair. But not only that, like, I'm going to ask you, as an African-American woman, how has that been growing up? Now, I know you are adopted by a white family, so that has some play in it. But I've always wanted to ask, like, it has become so clear to me, and I'm so glad it has, with all of the movements that have been happening, to bring awareness to no commercials y'all saw growing up. They were all white families.
Yeah.
Right? Most sitcoms were white families.
But, like, with kids, like, in the South, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Because only, like, you see, like, black people with white people, but a lot of people don't want to marry marry like black people or date black people.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. We're just racist down here.
The
boys are racist.
No, really? Do tell.
Most of them.
I mean, I have always been attracted to any man, but like, oh, that sounded really bad. No, I'm not like floozy.
But yeah, it's bad down here in teenage boys. They only want the black girls for like their bodies, but then like the white girls, it's because they're pretty and skinny.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh Lord.
That was funny.
That was good. You're not using your buttons. Now I'm stuck on my mic.
Yeah, boys in this generation are just attracted to like twigs and pretty girls just to use them, and then it's the same, but they don't really want the black girls. But
they like the curvy bodies.
Yeah.
But they want, I guess, the
C cup.
That's messed up. It was like that for me growing up, which is why I almost died of anorexia. Get this. Anorexia and other eating disorders is on a sharp incline.
I like being thick. I'll eat the food.
Good.
Yeah, I'll work out, but eat the food, eat the burger.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I know, and I love that.
Let me go eat an apple and some vegetables every day. I mean, yeah, I do that, but I'm going to eat the chips.
Yeah.
If there's ice cream, I'm going to eat the ice cream.
Have you ever known someone around your age, this could be like, doesn't have to be right now, and no names, that has struggled with... Ready? Yeah. So let's start with body image.
She still is.
Eating disorder?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I don't know her like that.
No, it's okay, but is that hard to see?
I didn't know her. I just know of her.
You just know, like, okay.
It's a friend of friend.
Got you. But, like, even if you probably saw her out in public, you could tell there's something wrong. What's that? Your thick thigh?
Yeah.
I like my thickness now.
Had it my whole life.
Then you are blessed. Don't say a woman is supposed to have curves.